All right, shalom, shalom. This is the brother Shakar here with another lesson through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of the great millstone from which I learned this truth. Peace and blessings to the house of David, doing his work with all righteousness, truth, and sincerity. And I want to say shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom. All right, I'm going to start off here in the book of Isaiah, chapter 44, and I'm going to start at the top. And it says, "Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, see, and Israel, whom I have chosen." So the Lord, he only chose, one people to himself, and that's the Israelites. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, that made thee and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee." It says, "Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou Yasharon, whom I have chosen." Now, Yasharon is another word. Really, it's for Israel, but it means the upright ones. And the upright ones, that is the nation of Israel. But it begins with the elect. So only the elect on this side, are walking upright. They're walking in that correct mindset. See, and again, Israel is that elect nation. You see, the chosen nation. The Lord is not speaking, to all other people throughout the whole, entire world. No, he's chosen one people, to himself. Listen, it says, "For I will pour water upon him, see, that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit, listen, upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thy offspring." Now, this is what? This is our people, Israelites, waking up, to who they are. See, and that's happened. It's happening still, and it's going to continue to happen, until the Lord, redeems, the elect, man, and into the famine of the word comes in, into the destruction comes. You see, you're going to have Israel, continuing to wake up to who they are, coming back, to their heritage. See, and this is all through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Now, those that wake up to the 100% truth, ultimately, they're going to be the elect. You see, those who endure to the end, they're going to be delivered. It says, "And they shall spring up, see, as among the grass, see, as willows by the water courses." That's why you see Israelites waking up throughout the four corners of the earth. Now, the biggest deliverance, will be right here, in so-called America, which really is that dry ground, the valley of the dry bones, which is America. But again, you're going to have Israel waking up through the four corners of the earth, having the 100% truth and enduring to the end. Let me get a couple quick precepts to prove that. Let's go to, Matthew chapter 24, and I'm going to go right to the point. And verse, I'll start from verse 30. It says, "And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. So they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory." So this is Yahushai, coming with the hosts of heaven, the angels coming in that spaceship. He will be coming in the fathership, right along, with the rest of the angels. The rest of the angels will be following him. And it says, "The tribes of the earth shall mourn," because the Lord is coming back with fury. You see, he's not coming back to bring hugs and kisses and just have open arms, to invite anybody into the kingdom. No, this is about the Lord delivering, his elect. It says, "And he shall send his angels, see, with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather, listen, together with his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven, see, to the other." So there's going to be deliverance, to the four corners of the earth, man. You see, but again, the biggest deliverance will be right here in so-called America. Let me grab another one. Let me go to Isaiah chapter 11, and let me see where I want to start off. I'm gonna start off. I'm just gonna go to verse 11. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant, see, of his people." When was the first time? When the Lord delivered us out of the hands of the Pharaoh. So this will be the second time where the Lord's going to deliver his people, from Egypt. Okay, at that time it was physical Egypt. Okay, now we're in spiritual Egypt. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again a second time to recover the remnant, see, of his people. So it's about the elect, that remnant. It says, who shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar, see, and from Hamath, see, and from the islands of the sea. Listen, and he shall set up an ensign, see, for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel. Listen, and gather together the dispersed of Judah, see, from the four corners of the earth. So the outcasts of Israel, see, and the dispersed of Judah. So those that have been scattered. So again, the biggest deliverance will be right here in so-called America, okay, but the Lord will deliver, okay, the elect, okay, from the four winds. So let's go back to Isaiah 44. Just wanted to make that point. Isaiah chapter 44, and I'm going to read verse 4 again. See, and it says, and they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows, see, by the watercourses. See, again, that's our people as Israelites, okay, waking up, okay, understanding, okay, this 100% truth, okay, and then ultimately enduring to the end. You see, because you're going to have some Israelites that are going to wake up, okay, but they're not going to have the 100% truth. See, and you're seeing that today, man. You see plenty of Israelites waking up, okay, but they're still what? They're still in that darkness, okay? They don't have the 100% truth, okay? They don't have the 100% light. Let me grab this in the book of Psalms. Psalms chapter 1 and verse 3. Listen, it says, well, actually, you know what? Let me get this in the, I want to get this in the blue letter. Salakia. This is Psalms chapter 1, and I'm going to start off in verse 3. Listen, it says, they are like trees planted, see, along the riverbank, bearing fruit each season. Their leaves never wither. It says, and they prosper in all they do. You see, right now, the prosperity is what? Is having this wisdom. Okay, prospering, okay, in this knowledge. See, ultimately, yeah, in the kingdom, okay, we're going to prosper in everything. You see, Israel's going to inherit, okay, all things, you see. You see, but on this side, okay, the prospering is what? Is in wisdom and in knowledge. But it says here, it says, but to the wicked, see, they are like worthless chaff scattered by the wind. Okay, not only Esau, who is the wicked, okay, and the wicked of the nations, but 2/3 of our own people, man. They become wicked because they follow right along, okay, in their ways. You see, they do the things that they do. It says they will be condemned. See, at the time of judgment, sinners will have no place, see, among the godly. So those Israelites that are the 2/3 number, you see, they're not going to get delivered. It says, for the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai watches over the path of the godly, see, but the path of the wicked leads to destruction. So they're going to be left here to be destroyed, man. Okay, right along with the rest of the wicked. Again, Esau, who is the wicked, okay, and the wicked nations. You see, but as Israelites are waking up, it's prophecy. Let's go back to Isaiah. Let me see. Let's go back to Isaiah 44, and let me get verse 5. Isaiah 44 and 5. Listen, it says, one shall say, see, I am the Lord's, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai's, and another shall call himself, see, by the name of Jacob, and another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai, and surname himself, see, by the name of Israel. See, that's why you have so many, okay, waking up and calling themselves Israelites. You see, but as you have Israelites waking up, you see, it's prophecy. But you're going to have very few, okay, that are going to find that straight and narrow way. Okay, only a few, okay, are going to have, okay, that 100%, okay, true light. Let me go real quick to Matthew chapter 7, and what is that, 14? 13. It says, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, see, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. See, and many there be which go in thereat. So even though, okay, you have Israelites waking up, you're gonna have some of those that are gonna find themselves to be that 2/3 number, okay, right along, okay, with those that are Israelites, okay, that are following the ways of the heathen nations, man, especially Esau. See, they're not walking in that straight and narrow path, man. Okay, they're going in that wide gate, which ultimately is going to be what? their downfall, okay, their destruction. It says, because straight is the gate, see, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life. You see, and few there be that find it. So there's only going to be a small number that's really going to have this 100% truth. You see, so ultimately it's prophecy. It's prophecy that you're going to have Israelites waking up to who they are. Okay, understanding that we got enemies. Okay, understanding, okay, what the mark of the beast is. Okay, understanding that we're right in the midst, okay, of World War III, man. Okay, right in the midst of Jacob's trouble. Okay, having that 100% light. Let me go to 2 Corinthians. I'm going to get this in the blue letter. This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 4. And let me go to verse 6. It says, for the Most High who said, let there be light in the darkness, see, has made this light shine in our hearts, meaning in our minds. It says, so we could know that the glory of the Most High that is seen in the face of Yahweh HaMashiach. You see, so the Lord put the Spirit upon us, okay, those that have the 100% truth, okay, those who believe in 100% truth, okay, to walk what in that correct light. You see, not following that path of darkness, okay, any longer. Listen, it says we now have the light shining, see, in our hearts, meaning in our minds. It says, but we ourselves are like fragile clay jars containing this treasure. See, like it says in the King James. See, we have this treasure in earthen vessels. It says this makes it clear that our great power, see, is from the Most High. See, not from ourselves. So you see, it had to come, okay, from the Lord, man. It wasn't something that we did or something that we deserved. No, it was a gift, okay, from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yoshai. You see, through the power and spirit of the Lord, okay, we now have this light as the hopeful elect. Okay, but you got many, okay, that are still in that darkness, okay, walking in that dark path. Let me grab this. This is Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 1. And it says, see, arise, shine, for the light is come. See, and the glory of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yoshai is risen upon thee. So those who believe, okay, first and foremost, okay, with the men of the Lord, the prophets, it says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth. Okay, confusion, man. Everything is out of whack, man. Everything's backwards, upside down. It says, again, and gross darkness to people. See, and that's also the people, man. They're ass backwards. Okay, they're upside down. Okay, they don't know their left hand from the right hand. It says, listen, but the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yoshai shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen, see, upon thee. So those, again, that have the 100% truth, man. Again, it's all through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yoshai. Let me grab this in the NLT. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5. And I'm going to start off in verse 5. Listen, it says, you can be sure that no immoral, impure, or greedy person will inherit the kingdom, see, of the anointed, see, and of Yahweh. It says, for a greedy person is an idolater, worshiping, listen, the things of this world. See, that's the majority, okay, of our people. Even those that claim to be Israelites, man. Okay, going after what? Filthy lucre's sake. Okay, looking for a vain glory, man. It's all vanity. You see, they're worshiping the things that this world provides. You see, they're not truly, okay, engulfed in the ways of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yoshai. It says, don't be fooled by those who try to excuse these sins, for the anger of the Most High will fall, see, on all who disobey him. You see, and that's really 2/3, man. You see, of course, the nations and Esau, who is the wicked, okay, but they're supposed to disobey the Lord. Now, 2/3, okay, were given the law, statutes, commandments, ultimately because they're Israelites, you see, and they've heard this truth. But what have they done? They mocked, they scoffed, okay, they dismissed, okay, what's coming, okay, from the mouthpiece of the Lord, man, and that's the prophets. Again, it says, don't be fooled by those who try to excuse these sins. It says, for the anger of the Most High will fall on all who disobey him. It says, don't participate, see, in the things these people do. See, we can't be like the world. It says, for once you were full of darkness, but now you have the light see, from the Lord. It says, so live as people of the light. It says, for this light within you produces only what is good and right, see, and true. It says, carefully determine, see, what pleases the Lord. It says, take no part in the worthless deeds of evil and darkness, instead expose them. It says, it is shameful even to talk about the things that the ungodly people do, see, in secret. It says, but their evil, see, intentions will be exposed. Listen, when the light shines on them. See, when this truth comes out, okay, you get an understanding, okay, who's really about the Lord, okay, and who isn't. See, and this is exposed, okay, by how they move, okay, by the things that they do, man, by the things that they do and say. It says, for the light makes everything visible. See, this is why it is said, awake, O sleeper, rise up from the dead, see, and the anointed, see, will give you light. Because so many of our people, okay, they're like zombies, man. They're still sleepy, they're sleepwalking, even though this truth, okay, is available to them, okay, but they reject it ultimately because the Lord, okay, didn't give them the light. Let me grab this in Isaiah real quick. Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 2. It says, the people, see, that walked in darkness has seen a great light, okay, because we've all been in darkness, okay, but the Lord has given the Spirit, okay, to those right now of the hopeful elect, okay, those that believe, okay, those who understand the truth. Again, the people that walked in darkness have seen a great light. See, they that dwell, see, in the land of the shadow of death, see, upon them had the light shined. See, and that valley of shadow of death is right here in so-called America. But again, you have those, okay, that are waking up, okay, to the four corners of the earth, man. Okay, those that believe in the truth. Okay, those that are walking, okay, in that true light, man. Let me grab this in Matthew chapter 4 and verse 16. It says, see, the people which sat in darkness, see, saw a great light. And to them which sat in the region and the shadow of death, see, light is sprung up. See, again, that's his truth, man. That's the Spirit, okay, coming from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. Okay, giving you the true knowledge, okay, the true understanding. Let me grab this in the book of Psalms chapter 23 and verse 4. Listen, it says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. And where is that? Right here in so-called America. It says, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me, which is the scriptures, man, this truth. See, it brings us comfort, okay, understanding who we are, understanding, okay, what the Lord's getting ready to do. It says, thou preparest a table before me, see, in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Okay, because hey, we have the truth, man. It says, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. See, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai forever. Okay, Lord willing, if we be among that number, okay, and endure to the end, ultimately to be delivered, okay, and gain, okay, eternal life. You see? Let me grab this in Job. This is the book of Job, chapter 10 and verse 18. See, it says, wherefore then hast thou brought me forth out of the womb? Oh, that I had given up the spirit, see, and know I had seen me. I should have been as though I had not been. I should have been carried from the womb, see, to the grave. Okay, this is Job saying he should have been a stillborn. Because look, it says, are not my days few? Cease then, and let me alone. It says that I may take comfort a little. Listen, before I go whence, I shall not return, even to the land of darkness, see, and the shadow of death. A land of darkness, see, as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death without any order, see, and where the light is as darkness. You see, because ultimately this is the place, okay, of our captivity, man. Did not the curses tell us, what is that, Deuteronomy 28 and 68, thou shalt not see it again? Okay, meaning the land of Israel, man. Okay, because hey, we got to be redeemed. Well, we got to be redeemed, okay, by Yahweh Shai, man. The scripture says that no man shall redeem thee. Okay, because Yahweh Shai, what did he say? He said, I'm not going to meet thee as a man. Okay, speaking to the wicked, okay, to Esau, whose hands were under. But ultimately, this is the land of our captivity, man. Again, a land of darkness, see, as darkness itself, and in the shadow of death, see, without any order, see, and where the light is as darkness. Let me grab another one. What's that? Psalms chapter 82. And let me see. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and start at the top. It says the Psalm of Asaph. It says, the Most High standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judges among the gods. It says, how long will ye judge unjustly, and accept the persons of the wicked? Selah. It says, defend the poor and fatherless, do justice to the afflicted and the needy. Now, who's the afflicted and the needy? That's Israel. Okay, and we're in the hands, of the wicked, man. It seems like it's unjust, but the punishment, that we're enduring right now, it is a just punishment, man, because we went off as a people. We went off as a nation, being rebellious, being stiff-necked, being hard-hearted. It says, again, defend the poor and the fatherless. It says, do justice to the afflicted and the needy. Again, the poor, the fatherless, the afflicted, that needy. That's speaking about, us as Israelites. It says, deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. It says, listen. It says they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course, because we're under a wicked rulership, man. We need deliverance out of the hands of these damn devils, man. And ultimately, that begins with what? Having this light, having this truth. Let me go to James. I'm gonna close out with James. Let me see. Let's go to James. Let's go to the first chapter, and I'm gonna go down to the 17th verse. And it says, every good gift and every perfect gift is from above. Having this truth, it's a gift, man. It has nothing to do with us. What we have done. Again, we don't deserve it. It's the Lord showing us unmerited favor. Again, we don't deserve it as a people. But nonetheless, the Lord has chosen, those to receive the special gift, man, of having that true light. Again, it says every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, and coming down from the Father of lights. It says, with whom is no variableness, neither shadow of turning, meaning the Lord does not change, man. Let me grab a quick precept. What's that? Malachi. Chapter 3 and verse 6. It says, for I am the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. Ultimately, all Israel, but on this side, that's the elect, man. That remnant. It begins with that elect number. So let me go back. Let me read that again. Verse 17, James 1 and 17. It says, every good gift and every perfect gift is from above. And coming down from the Father of lights. What the scripture tells us, let me get this real quick. John chapter 3 and verse 27, I believe. Yeah, it says, John answered and said, a man can receive nothing except it be given him, from heaven. So having this true understanding, having the correct light, the 100% truth, it's from above, man. Again, it's nothing that we've done. So let me go back. So every good gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights. Let me get that word for lights. And I'll go ahead and play it. It's G5457. Let me make sure my volume's up. Yep.
Strong's G5457. Phos.
And the definition, it says light, the light. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go down. Let me see. Yeah, this is the one I want. It says the power of understanding. Especially moral, and spiritual truth. So that's what the Lord, has given, his remnant, his elect, man. The power of understanding, especially when it comes to moral and spiritual truth. Again, that's having the correct light, man. Not walking, in darkness. So let me go back, and then we'll just finish it off. Let's go to verse 18 and we'll finish it off. Listen, of his own will, it says, of his own will begat he us with the word of truth. It says that we should be a kind of first fruits, of his creatures. As it says in the NLT, it says, and we, out of all creation, became his prized possession. Okay, meaning the elect, Lord willing, okay, we endure to the end, okay, and be that number. Because ultimately, okay, having this true light, okay, is the beginning of obtaining the kingdom. Because does not the Lord say the kingdom is within you? Okay, so having this truth, having this correct light, okay, is the beginning, okay, of having, okay, the kingdom, man, the kingdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yoshai. So with that, Lord willing, okay, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to close out. Give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Quadash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of the great millstone from which I learned this truth. Peace and blessings to the house of David, doing his work with all righteousness, truth, and sincerity. And I want to say shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.